Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing an everyday get ready with me, just to show an everyday makeup get ready with me, just to show you guys like how I do my everyday makeup. And yeah, I get questions in like everyday life and stuff on Instagram about like what products I use to make my face look nice and smooth and stuff, and like skincare and whatnot. So yeah, I thought I would just film that for you, and I also make it a bit chatty as well, so I'll answer a few questions for you guys. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy, and let's go straight on to the video so you can see how I look, how I got myself to look this cute. I'm gonna start off first with my brows. I'm a brow before everything type of girl. Some people do foundation first, some people do eyes first. The most bizarre one is eyes first, and then I feel like foundation first doesn't make any sense, because if you're gonna wear eyeshadow, then fallout, there's always fallout with eyeshadows. It's just gonna go all over your base, which I don't get. So I do brows first to get that all started. So yeah, I'm just going in with an eyebrow pencil. I'll put all of the products down below as well if you guys want to know anything I use if I don't mention it. So while I do my brows, the first question is, would you rather have the ability to travel to any fictional place or have the ability to learn any skill by observing it? I feel like I'm not really one of them type of girls that like, or type of people that fixates on like fictional characters or like fictional places, like say like people that are into Marvel and stuff, or I don't even know what type of things, like people that like fantasy shows like Lord of the Rings or something. They might want to go to places like that, or like if you're a Harry Potter fan, you might want to go to like, where is it, Hogwarts or whatever. So I'm not really one of those type of gals. So I think I would, I would prefer to have the ability to learn any skill by observing it, because I think that is like a really advantageous thing to have. Like imagine being able to like learn how to ride a bike just by watching someone ride a bike, learn how to, just so many different skills, learn how to like I don't know, something, learn how to do ballet just by watching people do ballet, learn how to I don't know, learn how to do gymnastics and all them flips and stuff just by watching someone do gymnastics. That's crazy. But like even basic skills like manual dexterity and stuff, or like basic skills like communication skills, like just learning how to properly communicate just by watching people communicate. I think that's a really good thing to have. So that would be my one. For my brows as well, I used 2 different pencil colors, so that might be, if you're seeing me like interchange between 2, is because I use 2 different colors for my brows. I use like a lighter one at the front and then a darker one towards the end. And then after I've done the brow, I just clean it up with concealer. I use just the basic LA Pro Girl concealer in Toffee to do that, and then get an angle brush. And then once I'm happy with the brows, which I think I am, I'm gonna go in with the Morphe palette, Morphe 3502 palette, the Second Nature palette. And I love this palette with all the warm tones and stuff. Ignore when I do accents, because I'm not good at accents, but I do them anyway. So I'm gonna go in with this colour up here as a transition shade just in my crease. And then yeah, let me also, I keep forgetting I'm meant to answer questions. Next question is, what is one embarrassing fact we should know about you? Embarrassing facts. An embarrassing fact is that I used to wet myself like in public quite a lot when I was younger. I remember one time in primary school, I must have been like in year 1, so I was in year 1 and we had assembly, so we were in assembly, and in assembly you're not really like allowed to get up and go to the toilet. You just kind of like sit down and like listen to what is on assembly. So basically I needed the toilet, and I had been holding this like weed for a very long time, and you know when it gets to the stage where you're just like, nah, I can't hold it anymore. So I got to that stage, so I put my hand up because now I need to go to the toilet, and I couldn't just like stand up. Like, it's not like how it is in uni where if you need the toilet you just get up and go. Like, you have to ask permission to go to the toilet. So I was putting my hand up to ask for permission to go to the toilet. No one was paying me any attention. Everyone was just listening to like what the head teacher was saying. Like, my teachers weren't looking at me. I was trying to get that like trying to get their attention, eye contact. They weren't paying me any attention. So eventually, obviously, my bladder was like, I can't do it anymore. My bladder said, nope, sorry, not today, can't hold it any longer, it's time to release. So right there in the middle of assembly, in the hall, on the floor, because you have to sit on the floor in assembly, I wet myself. I peed my pants. I think I was wearing trousers, I can't remember, maybe a skirt, and I wet myself. And it was so embarrassing because obviously like now there's just a puddle of pee in the middle of the hall, and I had to go to like, what was it called, like first aid or something, get spare pants, spare knickers and trousers and wear them the rest of the day. It was so embarrassing, and that like memory has still stuck with me to this day, because like I think that wasn't even like the first time that happened. I feel like I wet myself more than once in school, but that one is a vivid memory. So yeah, I did my eyes, by the way, and I just didn't even like tell you what I did. Basically, after I did the crease, I put this color and this color on my lids, just like a basic, not very interesting, not very much, just to give like my lids some color, you know what I mean? So now I've done that, I'm gonna go in with my Nars Pore and Shine primer. I'm gonna prime my face. This really helps, oops, put too much. To one, keep my nose from getting oily, which it usually does, and also it just helps the makeup just look nice and bright and last for longer. So I use that. I'm really enjoying it. All over, not all over my face, but like in my problem areas or whatever, T-zone or whatnot. And then once that is done, I'm going to go in with my Nars Sheer Glow in Macao. I've been using this for like the longest of times. Just going to start with one pump, see if that gives me enough coverage. I've been using this for the longest, and I love it very much. Better than, I think it's the best foundation I've tried. Holy grail! Next question is, what is the silliest thing you have an emotional attachment to? Interesting. Am I emotionally attached to? I'm emotionally attached to the teddy bear that's on my bed. I cuddle him to sleep like a child. But yeah, I'm emotionally attached to him. His name is Wilbert. Talk to each other too much, we just provide each other company, so I have an emotional attachment to that. And that's a teddy, and I'm like nearly 20 years of age and I'm attached to a teddy bear, so not good. But I think that's the only thing I can think of for now. Next question is, would you rather always look like you are 8 months pregnant or always have a black eye? And before I answer that, I'm just going to go in with some concealer. I'm going to use the Born This Way multi-use sculpting concealer. This concealer is bomb diggity. Too Faced really hooks me up, even though they didn't send me this. I just use it whenever you enjoy it. So I think I would rather have a black eye, because you can hide a black eye, or you can try hide a black eye with makeup, but you can't hide an 8-month bump. And an 8-month bump is a serious bump. Like, that is serious and just not cute, you know. So I'd rather not do that. So I think black eye is the way to go, really, because you can just like put concealer on. I'm also using the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer in Caramel. Just gonna dot that. It just makes it a bit brighter. Adds a bit of brightness under my eyes. Next one is, would you rather have a high salary in a job you hate, or have a low salary in a job you love? And I think this is the issue for a lot of people, like nowadays, is that they go into a job which they don't enjoy purely because that is what will pay the bills. And ultimately in life you want to live, and you want to live well. Like, you don't want to be struggling. So like people who are like artists, they and like musicians, they struggle quite a bit. They're doing what they love, but they struggle for finances. But in the end, if it works out for them, that is like worthwhile. But I don't know. If you guys didn't know, I'm studying dentistry, so I'm studying to be a dentist. And for me, that is like the only career I can really see myself doing. I can see myself doing like side hustles and stuff, but that is a career I can see myself doing, and that is quite a well-paid salary job. So for me, I don't know, I'm not even answering that question. For me, I think that it's a job you hate though, high salary and you hate the job. Like, imagine working in, I don't know, I'm trying to think. Like, I personally couldn't work in retail all my life, so imagine working in retail all your life but it pays well and you hate retail. I don't know. That is actually really quite tough. But like, I feel like the good thing you should say is, oh, I'd rather like do the job I love and have a low salary. But if I can't afford to live, is that good quality of life? You know what I mean? Is that good quality of life? So, but then you're earning money and you're unhappy. That is such a dilemma. Such a dilemma. That is a really hard question. The thing is, I'm just gonna worm my way out of this question, because I'm doing a job, well, I'm going into a job which I know I will enjoy and pays well, so, which I'm getting first of all first. So I don't have to answer this question. But, oh, by the way, I'm using powder under my eyes to set me on the eyes. But I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on that question and what you guys would prefer to do. And yeah, I love it. So I'm just putting the powder all over like the parts I want brightening, and I'm just dapping it, probably quite aggressively. Next, I'm gonna go back into this palette and take those colors that I put on my lid and just put them on, like, what's it called, on the bottom lash line. And now I'm going to also set my brows in place, just before I forget. Now I'm gonna bronze my face up, and I don't actually use like an actual bronzer. I just use a powder that's a bit darker than me. I use the L'Oreal True Match, and I use that in the shade Deep Golden. If there was no such thing as money, what would you do with your life? So that's sort of similar to the question that I answered before in the whole like salary thing, but this one is like technically you don't need to work. Like at all. Me and my housemates were actually talking about this the other day, and we all said like, well, money's quite an important thing, one, because it helps like just to control things in our society. But I think if money wasn't like a thing, I would probably just, I feel like it's cliche, but I'd travel. Like traveling is something I want to do, and what's holding me back from traveling to places is the fact that traveling to places costs money and it's difficult. So I would travel to places like, because there's so many places I want to see. So I'll probably travel. Now I'm going to highlights, and while I highlight, I will answer this question. Would you rather have everything you ever wanted but you die in 1 year, or live your life as it is now? So have everything you ever wanted. I assume that means like money-wise, career-wise, happiness, but then you have all that happiness and all the things you want, but like you're not living. Like, oh, you die after a year. I'm also using, oh, what is it? I'm using the Milani Day Glow highlighter and Strobelight to highlight. I think that I'm quite content how I am now. Obviously I don't have everything. I'm a uni student. I am pretty broke. Can't afford all these fancy things, but I am content with how I am now. Or like, not completely content where I don't have any goals or anything, but like I'm living. I'm not struggling. Like I'm alright. Feel like if I can do it now, I can do it for a while. Like I don't know. I think I would just continue how I am. I'm happy with how I am right now. Obviously I have my goals and stuff, but for now, like doing this, doing uni, how I am in my room, I can continue to do that. So, and I quite like the concept of living as well, so I think I'd like to live for however God plans for me to be alive for, and just go with the flow. I'm also going to be setting my face with the Cover FX Dewy Finish Setting Spray. We'll do this one. Describe the weirdest dream you've ever had. So, well, obviously a lot of your dreams you forget. So the ones that I've remembered, I had one recently which I felt was so bizarre, because what happened was basically some people stole my car, and they literally stole it off my driveway. But the thing is, the people that stole my car were people like I knew in real life, I'd gone to school with, but they stole my car. So they stole my car, went off. I went inside to go call the police and everything, and then I go back outside, I don't know, to check if it's like it's still not there. Go to check if it's still not there, and all of a sudden my car is back in its place and the thieves are still in it. And I think what the weirdest thing about that dream, it's not even weird to you guys, but the weirdest thing about that dream was the fact that, for one, I knew these people. Like some of them were people from like my school that were like either in my year or the year below, or that were in other schools from where I live. And it's just the fact that they stole my car, they came back and just continued to chill inside the car that you guys just stole. And then when I went to go inside to tell them to get out, these men were chilling. Like, that's your car, but it's not your car, it's my car. So I was a bit confused. Like, what the hell is going on? So last thing was lips, and I use quite a few products for my lips because, I don't know, I feel like that's the best way. I use these 4 products. The first one I use is the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Dewy, and I just put this like on the perimeters of my lip because it's like a darker shade. Then I actually go in with this Primark Lip Gloss. Don't knock Primark makeup because this lip gloss is lit. Let's get another one and just put that all around. Then I go in with the NYX Butter Gloss in Fortune Cookie, and I just put this like in the center. Make it a bit lighter, and then I go in with the Fenty Beauty lip gloss in Fenty Glow, just to like properly gloss these lips up. So yeah, that is basically it for my makeup. I'm just going to take my headscarf off, and yeah. Okay, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you in my next video. And don't forget to like and comment, and also follow me on my social media. They will all be in the description box or on the screen, whatever. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. Ranches, diamonds is dancing. Ice so cold, gotta walk with a panda.